Who's somebody up here? Let's go.
Logan Crash on land.
Oh, hey, Ken. Oh,
Sorry.
and that's Ken.
Ken's back. Nice.
Thanks for having me back. I appreciate it.
Now, were you asking when was a good time for anyone? Is that what you're asking? When
Pretty much.
Yeah, well, pretty much every year that America has been around for white folks, we rule.
Yeah, there's still poor white folks back in the day.
History's been pretty nice to white folks.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
It's coming back at us.
And white men, pretty much. Old white men.
It's always someone in power.
Yeah. Anyway, that's that. Joke.
What time frame would you go back to though?
Oh yeah, I want to hear that.
Oh shit!
What you think?
In American history?
Yeah,
Or
American.
just any history. Any.
No, let's limit it to American, and then we'll do anytime. Jeez.
The 20s would have been fun.
The 20s would have been awesome.
I would say, yeah. You know what? That'd be, yeah.
A
Wait,
lot
was
of
cocaine invented?
coke
Wait,
and,
hold on.
hard alcohol,
Whoa.
slappers, just
Was-
girls just fucking kicking around.
Was
and
cocaine
shit.
around in the 20s? When was cocaine invented?
Oh, dude,
That's been around for a long
The
time.
Aztecs used
They
it.
used
the
cocaine
leaf.
for dentistry for a long
The
time.
leaves. I mean, like snuff. I mean,
Tobacco,
Coca
yeah,
leaves.
snuff, all that stuff was the Roaring 20s.
yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, I'm
And it
trying to
was
think of
hard too. They were probably snorting marijuana back
that's right. And
then.
and it was like 1800s. They
Hemp.
prescribed heroin.
A lot
yeah,
of
I
them.
forgot that shit was around.
Okay. 20s would be good.
I basically right. That'd be good. But I would say anytime after World War I and before the Great Depression was a fucking dope time to be like
Roaring 20s.
this age. Yeah.
Industrial Revolution.
Was that in the 1800s?
Yeah. What did you say? Sorry.
But
Repeat it.
the end of World War One.
Oh, I thought you said the Civil War. Okay. The end.
The end of World War One and the beginning of the Great Depression would have been a fucking dope time to be alive. Just because, like it just said, like the 20s
That's the
stuff.
20s, okay,
but it
that's
goes
the
into the
same answer.
30s where it
30s
started
is
getting like
Depression
cool
and
Art
World War
Deco
II at
shit,
the end.
and then it goes.
Well, so here's the thing, though. If you're going back to the 10s or whatever you're talking, the 20s, then you have to live through it. You start your life over, you know. So you have to live
Yeah.
through all that stuff,
Yeah.
and you don't know about it.
Well, okay, that's a caveat. Okay, so just basically reset, but you don't know any better. Well, then,
Yeah.
I wouldn't pick it then. Okay, I think you'd be
60s
conscious.
are pretty fun. But you get the draft in Vietnam and all that shit going on, too.
Yeah,
All the
there's-
fucking political hit jobs.
Honestly,
But
there's no real
culturally,
safe.
There's some like, crazy shit going
No,
on.
I want to go back to like the way beginning, like when the
Like before America
I don't
was
want to go where
America?
like the pilgrims come over.
Before
That's
toilet
not
paper.
okay.
What
What
is
are we
it-
defining as America? I'm thinking America, the proper country.
Oh, so I can go back.
not just I'm in the America.
So I can only go
Right.
back to 1776. Is what you're
Yes,
saying.
you stipulated
Fuck,
this.
I guess, but
Ass?
I was thinking of Americas. Like, I want to go back to like, well, yeah, I'll go back to the
Like
1776.
Lewis and Clark time shit? Or is that
Yeah,
what
that's
you're
what I wanted to do. But
you
that,
might as well go back to
but that
fucking
is after that.
Puma
'cause
Punku
they didn't have
in Peru, and just go figure out how the hell they built that shit.
No.
Mm.
I don't know. I definitely want to be like a settler traveler. You know?
Yeah,
Fur trapper,
Fur
trade
trapper.
son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I deal in pelts
oh wait, is that what's that?
Got this
game?
one in a ditch.
and notches.
What's the name of that game? Is that Encryption?
Oh,
Inscription?
the
Inscription.
you're talking about the
Huh?
Pioneer Wagon game?
Oregon Trail.
Or, yeah.
It's not Oregon Trail. It's
I
like
do
an-
not know this game.
Oh, it's a
sounds
Steam
dope.
game. Oh, it's really great.
What is it?
I'm not great in explaining, but
Well,
it's
if you can't
definitely-
figure out the
Is
name,
it
you're probably
like
not gonna
What's
find
it
it.
called?
Inscription. I believe.
Inscription or is it
In-
Inquisition?
Inscription. Is it like
Inscription.
what's
Is
the
it a
cowboy
PC
one?
or
I believe it's a PC game.
Cowboy.
What's the cowboy one that you're like gonna walk around?
Red Dead.
Yeah.
What the
You
fuck's
play it
that?
on
Well,
Steam.
is it like that?
Yeah.
But
Yep, that's
Pioneer.
I think he found it.
what do
They
you do?
describe it as inky black card-based odyssey that blends the deck building, roguelike escape room style puzzles and psychological horror.
Jesus.
It's pretty solid.
Fuck. What's
Oh,
that?
man,
What's that have to
hours
do
Card
with
play.
game, it sounds like.
Is it
Well,
rated
I only
R
thought
or
about
whatever,
that because
mature?
like there's a character in there who's he's a trapper that you have to battle.
Oh,
And he
okay.
trades in pelts
shit.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I just thought about that. But it's a good game, man. If you're into finding little things and figuring out puzzles and trying to get into levels, and it's like
Yeah.
a card game ish. type style, but you actually
You ever play Magic the card game or anything like that?
a little bit, but it's
Is it similar in any way?
somewhat yes, but there's different levels too. There's
Do you know what
different
cards you're
levels.
getting? You have like a deck.
You
get rid of
can,
that
but
shit.
then once you beat like a boss, like it switches to another boss who has different levels.
So you just gotta
different
figure out how
cards.
to use your
Yeah.
whatever cards you're drawing from.
Pretty much, and then then you can find little secrets in there that helps you along, and you can finally beat a few bosses and hit the main boss at the end. It's pretty. I don't know, man. I love video games. I love games.
I'm surprised
I
there's
can
not a
talk about
mobile
games all
app
day.
for it. Mobile game.
Oh, I
you
don't.
know?
I
like
think
card
it's
games.
too much. It's too in depth for it to be like a mobile
Oh,
game.
you could always
to be
simplify it or
honest.
no?
You could. There's like
You gotta cash in on
it
it
goes
somehow.
into crazy.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, man. It's on Steam.
Well, they have it on PlayStation 4 and 5 versions now.
Oh, do
You
they?
can download it onto a Linux or a Mac as of this past summer. It's a Microsoft Windows PC game. But now, like I said, it's on PlayStation. I bet it's one of those free downloads you can find on the Play Store.
Pretty relevant or whatever. Or how old is it?
Fridge is open.
The last couple of years, for sure.
Fridge is
Oh,
open.
okay.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's definitely. I watched Markiplier play it a few times.
I was trying to be a smartass, and John's trying to help me over here.
What?
When you were pointing at the fridge, I was just like, what?
Oh.
I might need to point at it.
Well, I'll be pointing at it myself here in a second, so. Pointing at the fridge is code for get me a beverage. Beverage, bitch.
Okay, so
Can
since
I
we're
load
talking
that
about
pool?
card games, though, for sure.
Someone help Ken.
Thank you.
Jeez.
Definitely will load that pool. Appreciate it.
How's your guys' D&D game going? Just give
We
me.
haven't played in
just
over a month.
Give me an update. Oh,
I had to
okay.
go to
But we are
funeral last
in. Okay, if you recall, we were going up against the Azure Crown. We
Oh my!
tried to
That's the first time you fucking remember the name of that fucking thing. Every time we're playing, you go,
Azure Crown?
the blue.
John was
the
waiting
blue
to laugh
rose,
at
the
me
blue
and correct me.
thing.
I say it correctly, and you still do the same thing.
Well, I did, but now that we're not even playing it, and you suddenly just remember on
I'm
top
glad
of
you're
your
happy
head.
for me, John. I appreciate it.
I didn't say I wasn't. I was surprised. I
So
could
we're
be
going up
surprised.
against the Azure Crown, and we tried infiltrating them, and after a while, they caught on to us. So now we've joined forces with the Royal Guard,
I got
and we're
roofied.
going to do some storming of the gates.
I got
sort of.
roofied, and he got his hand burned.
You got roofied, but they mistook you.
But my hand got raped. He got roofied, my hand got raped because they locked me into one of those head and wrist locking devices in the game.
The
Medieval sort of.
God damn it! It's,
keep it
it's
held
not-
up.
no, I want to say block and tackle. That's not it. The
Either way,
the-
your head and wrists are all, caught in
Headlock.
like two halves of wood planks.
like the
Like
town
a
square,
guillotine?
and they got you locked
Not
up.
quite a
the-
guillotine.
cock.
It's just the prisoner
Wasn't
shackle.
cocked.
I know what you're talking about now.
What the fuck are those
Prisoner
things?
shackle.
Yeah. Anyways, I was bound.
Stockade.
He tried to go into the
Stockade.
crowd coming
Stockade.
around me and
Stockade.
ended up going in across the corner, getting a keg of beer, and was going to watch me overnight. But they poisoned his beer, and he passed out, and then they tortured me with a crowd surrounding me in like masks and hoods and stuff.
Jesus.
Then they threatened me, but they let me live after they burnt this living shit out of my hands.
Did you roll your way out of it or what?
No, I was there until
Ha!
John
Stockade,
came
fuck
to,
you.
because his character had to drink, and they poisoned his keg of beer he bought, and so he got drunk and passed the fuck out after his first few sips.
Was it
Well,
a
he gets-
goblin?
No,
No.
some guys.
No, it was the Azure Crown. It's the underground,
Who? Azure?
I swear to
a
Christ,
crime
Lane,
syndicate.
you're
It's a
looking
crime
right the
syndicate.
fuck at him. How do you not know what he's talking about? You're staring right at him.
We're fighting a
and you
crime
go,
syndicate,
Wait,
and we have aligned ourselves
what exactly
with
did
the
you just
local
tell me 30 seconds ago?
police.
What is an Azure? I don't know what the fuck an Azure is.
It's the name of them, Azure Crown.
Azure's a color.
Isn't it blue?
It's
Yeah.
true, too.
And that's
Blue
Azul.
crown.
Oh, that's also
That's
blue.
Spanish for
That's Spanish.
I've never heard of Azure blue.
Wayne. I'm
That's a
I'm
color.
begging you.
Jesus.
I'm begging you to comprehend when you hear.
What color blue is it?
That's my secret. I'm always
Slightly
pooping my
strained
I
and
have
consternated.
visuals.
pants. Okay.
We're rolling again.
Okay.
Anyway, you want to go football?
We got the NFL kicks off this week for the playoffs.
How many more weeks of football is there?
I believe believe they have a break in between the championship games for the NFC and AFC. So we have 1, 2, 3, break, and 4. Or it would be 5. So I think 5 weeks of football beginning this weekend.
Is the Super Bowl included in that?
Yes.
All right.
Cool.
3 rounds of the playoffs in the NFL. And they usually have a week break, Super Bowl. It's wild card weekend.
So the Chiefs will theoretically have to beat the Bills first.
There'll be a lot of people they could try to have to beat.
And then the Bengals, most likely, though.
Well, the Chiefs have a bye, so they have to wait for, I believe it's the winner of Dolphins.
Dolphins and Chargers.
Chargers, yeah.
Oh.
Which I think, depending on who starts for the Dolphins, I believe it's going to be the Chargers.
It's clearly going to be the Chargers.
Yeah. I mean, they just don't have, they're down 2 QBs when Tua and Teddy. And Skyler's, and he's an okay guy. But I just don't think he's going to lead
Tua,
them.
I don't think Tua's playing at all.
No,
They're already
he's
starting
done.
Skylar Thompson for all the practice reps right now.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to. I just don't think he's going to.
He's a rookie, I believe, this year, right? I think that's what I read.
Maybe he's been in a
First or
couple
second,
years.
but-
Yeah, it's not very long. He used to be the K-State QB.
He played at the same high school and was the guy that played after Patrick Mahomes, Texas.
Really?
White House, Texas.
That's
So I'm hoping he
crazy.
gets some of that Mahomes magic
Maybe
and makes the
He could
upset,
definitely-
beats the Bills. And with any luck, the Ravens then will beat the Bengals, who actually,
Dude.
from what I saw, had a pretty good defensive game plan against the Bengals. They just have nobody at quarterback
I haven't-
unless Lamar can come back
Look,
and play.
which is not happening. I'm a Ravens fan.
You don't think Lamar's coming back?
I
I'm a
don't
huge
think
Lamar
so.
fan. I'm a Louisville fan. My
Oh,
family's
yeah,
from
dude.
Kentucky.
Lamar's the guy, and
Yeah.
I just don't. If the front office don't get it together, we got to keep that guy. You got to. And you got to give him weapons, and then you have to protect him. You have
That
to.
team is built for his strengths already.
You have.
Just got to
yeah,
keep everybody
exactly.
healthy. You know,
But
and
we need
maybe they
more-
got
but
too
the
many
thing is-
older guys now, which is like 28 in the NFL
We're
now.
throwing to too many tight ends, though. We have no deep threat. We've always had a deep threat.
Well, they keep drafting wide receivers. They're just not panning out.
That's true. I mean, Perriman.
So they're trying.
But see, well,
It's like they're ignoring the position.
Perriman wasn't great for us. Got hurt a couple times, but then now he's doing decent for it. I think he's on Tampa Bay.
I think I would say they needed a bigger receiver. You know, it'd be great if you had a fast guy, but Lamar's not the most accurate down the field. I mean, he's going to make big plays, and he's going to put in a place where a receiver can get it, but he needs a receiver that can body up some dudes and just fucking snag a ball.
He's fast.
It makes you miss Steve Smith Sr., man. I miss that guy.
Steve Smith.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. I think he's going to the Hall of Fame, but he used to play for the Panthers a long time, but then he came to the Ravens. Just physical. I think he was like 5'10", wide receiver. Not the biggest guy, but he definitely bodied up corners. He definitely he punished them to where it's like, you think twice about covering him. You need a guy like that. You need somebody. When we have Mark Andrews. He's great.
Oh, I have him a fantasy team.
Absolutely.
Sucked when he got injured. He wasn't the same until the last, two games.
Exactly. And
but they also didn't have Lamar in.
though, because he's like the focus.
He is the focus, but if you can game plan to,
But he just bodies dudes up.
what are you gonna do if?
Bodies.
I mean, are you gonna throw it to yourself? Are you gonna keep running it every single time? I mean, we watched that with Justin Fields. You can't. He's just doing everything he can, and
You guys have a better line. Sounds like.
that's true. That is very true. But at the same time, is that going to win Super Bowls?
The Chiefs' starting left tackle was a right tackle for the Ravens, filled in when the Ravens' Pro Bowl left tackle got injured early in the season and made the Pro Bowl again, in a predominantly rushing offense. Then he went to the Chiefs, who really needed a solid left tackle at worst. And he's been, I don't know, I would say better than solid, but not like out of this world. He's been playing a lot better down the stretch this year. He gave up a lot of pressures this year. I think he was number 1 or 2 in the NFL. Both of our tackles are 1 and 2 in the NFL for amount of pressures given up. Mahomes is just crazy at escaping. So he's like one of the few. I think he was the least sacked quarterback or one down.
It just seems like his thing is to run outside and throw.
Well, he's always great
He
at
just
creating
gets out
on the
of the
fly when
pocket.
things break down.
Yeah.
I think
People obviously know.
I think
that.
they just like design plays of while he's like running.
Well,
around,
how many
too.
full Chiefs games have you actually sat down and like watched? Like,
Who do you think?
he works out of the pocket, but all of his most famous plays are obviously doing crazy shit out of the offense.
So I saw another highlight of that Mahomes circle play. And they circled around, whatever.
yeah, it's called snow globe.
What's it called?
Snow globe.
Snow.
That holding penalty was bullshit. The center just fucking like manhandled this dude. They just called like a fucking bullshit hold. Even the announcers were like, "No, what?"
Yeah.
They're like, "You just ruined one of the coolest plays of the year."
Yeah. So that's because it was that cool. They couldn't give it to him.
They trolled the mess out of those guys.
Came up with it.
It was probably
God, they were talking about it on the podcast I listened to with Travis Kelce and his brother Jason, and I want to say it was like a rough read idea, but he said that a lot of stuff though, like with the going around in a circle, I think that was the players' ideas to confuse the defense. So pre-snap they were going in the circle. That was the players' ideas, and then but the play itself, I believe, was. I think the coaches had something on it, and the players like had a little variation they threw together with it all. Pretty fucking cool play. It's bullshit, that holding call. I mean, like, the center just straight up grabs the guy, doesn't grab him, just pops him in the chest as he goes flying.
Do you think they'll do it again?
No. I mean, like, if they did something, I don't think they'd do the circle thing again.
Well, they would do a different play. It's a whole
They might
other
do some other
distraction.
razzle-dazzle in the pre-snap. May not be a circle again.
they've done stuff in the past.
They do always have crazy red
remember
zone
when
plays.
Poe
dude.
threw that
Like, all
touchdown
their-
pass?
Dude, Reed has so many fucking crazy
He's a great coach.
plays in the red zone, like just crazy, unique, like trickery, like. But his like trickery though too is also taken from like original like football from like the 20s and shit.
Yeah.
On some of their crazy like pitching and passing, like short,
X's
shallow,
and O's.
back across the field,
Rugby
Before they had a
style.
forward pass, everything was like laterals. So he'll like take advantage of these like quick, shallow laterals and get the defense flowing one way, put the ball back another way when this guy's sneaking out the back. That's his big thing. Right? The bread and butter of his offense is to make the defense look this way while the ball goes this way. That's where he gets all of his shit.
A little rope a
basically.
dope.
Pretty much.
I think that's why Mahomes thrives. Because he's used to that, especially when he was playing at Texas Tech
Oh yeah.
under Mike Leach.
I've watched some shit.
Like-
After we drafted him, I was super excited, and I went back and watched a lot of his college stuff,
He
full
was the
games.
guy. Yeah,
The LSU game, even though they lost,
he was
he
giving
was fucking
people problems.
balling.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He was giving people problems. It was a great pickup.
All right, so
Ballin'.
Miami and Bills, we've talked about that, right?
Yep.
Bills or Bengals Ravens. I think the Ravens, didn't they have a decent defensive plan the other week when they lost to the Bengals?
Still gave up 27.
But they held on for quite a while. The offense just couldn't do jack shit, and the defense got tired.
And that's the problem. Exactly what you just said it right there. If you can't, it's not like when we had Ed Reed and Ray Lewis, right? The NFL has evolved. You can't win Super Bowls with scoring 13 points a game, 16 points here. If you're not getting touchdowns, if you're settling for field goals. Justin Tucker's probably the best kicker in the game. I'd say so. And you keep relying on a kicker to win, which he has won games, but other teams have real threats on offense. And you're right, defense gets tired. You get tired. So you kicking 3, somebody's taking 7. You kicking 3, somebody's taking 7. You're just gonna lose. That's just how it is. And with Lamar out, they don't have that razzle dazzle. They don't have that extra, playmaker. It's people can just focus on the offense, which without Lamar is not much.
Yeah.
And maybe he can't throw downfield as accurate as certain
I've seen him
players,
putting on the dot, but
he's definitely still a threat anyway on the field for them. That gives them the best chance to win.
Well, he's always up at the ball where you can make a fucking play.
Yeah, exactly. And they're missing that. And I think that's why the Bengals are probably going to win, because they have their playmakers in place, and the defense is going to get tired. And the Ravens' defense isn't as strong as it used to be. Like, it's not as scary as it used to
The
be.
NFL's also slanted so much.
That's true. That's very true.
When the Chiefs have stuttered in games, it's like their offense will go like 3 and out a bunch in a row, or like just a couple in like a quarter, and their defense will be playing like decently, and then they get tired.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when like a little floodgate could happen, and then it's like Mahomes, okay, all of a sudden has to do crazy shit to get a win.
It comes down to the moment,
Hmm?
He's put under pressure. He just does.
Yeah.
He doesn't think about it. What happens when you think? Forget everything. Just gotta do. So, yeah, you think the Bengals will beat your Ravens?
Unfortunately, yeah. Now if we
I
pull
would
the
say
upset
they will.
off, I will be ecstatic. But, they just have the healthier players. If we had full squad, I obviously would have to root for the Ravens.
Do you think Lamar will play?
Well, what's
I
wrong with
hope. I hope that.
What's wrong with him?
I'm sure it was that.
Or
I'm sure it was
like
that
strain?
knee. I think it was like a knee.
Yeah, it's a knee injury. I
I'm
got
pretty sure.
PCL or something.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
Yeah, and it's smart. You want to preserve your superstar. But you want to win, right? You really want to win. You want to go far, but you want to preserve that superstar, that person who's gonna get you your best chance. Like, we won 10 games this year. That's great. But I think with Lamar but on pace, we probably could have won 12. Or, with a couple of extra people in place and, some defensive players step up. Maybe a couple extra wide receivers, like you said. Changing the playbook a little
they
bit.
just will attack the ball.
Yeah.
I think one criticism I think I would definitely have on their offense is like they get those super fast streakers for the wide receiver, and you'll see those guys make a big play here and there,
Absolutely.
and just take it to the fucking house. But they play this thing where like unless they do perfect in their like short passing game unified with their running game, and like making the defense make a decision: is he going to run it or is he going to pass it? They run some sort of like run pass option there too.
Well, see, and that's the thing.
And if it's not in sync, those guys, streakers, they're going to be double covered.
Absolutely, they're gonna be shut down. Like Mark Andrews is going to be double covered. We're
He
going
can make a play though.
He
he'll
can.
snag a ball.
He can't. Well, I love J.K. Dobbins. I love
I had him
Gus
for another
Edwards.
fantasy team.
Those guys are great. But we need somebody who can break out and be like, okay, it's not just Lamar who's running all over us. This guy, actually, if you check J.K. Dobbins' numbers, they're really solid. He's definitely put up some pretty good numbers there.
I'm pretty sure that Mahomes is only great because of Kelsey.
That's bullshit.
And
I don't know.
And there's also
I don't know.
been a lot of other.
That's what everybody
really
said
good-
about Tyreek too. And they lost him. And
I've
still
watched
kicked
some
ass.
games
There's
this
been
year.
some other good, really wide receivers.
He
and
just
running
broke
backs
the
that
record
they
for
have.
most yards ever.
I've watched some
Who?
games this year
Mahomes,
where
total yards.
where
Total
Patrick
record.
has done some crazy things.
He's talented.
I watched
But they
him
have a
win
full
games,
team,
and
too.
you're not wrong, and it's because you have to cover guys like Kelsey, you have to
They
cover
have the-
Juju
they have the-
Smith.
Every
You have
quarterback
to
has their
cover-
blanket.
Yeah, but the running backs
The
are stepping
dumbbells,
up as
dude.
well. They're talented, but Patrick is making the plays too. It's one thing to have the guys. He's making the plays.
Yeah, just like, hey, you catch it. I'll put it there.
I'm
You catch
Kelsey
it.
getting
didn't put up the
you the
numbers
ball.
he had until Mahomes took over. He had some awesome years for a tight end with Alex Smith, but once
Yeah.
Mahomes came in, all of a sudden he's getting like 1,300 yards,
Just
10 touchdown
I could
seasons.
see that. Because
I mean, like he's got.
had rotten legs.
He's
God, was he
also
number
breaking
2 already on
people's
the all-time
ankles.
receiving list for tight end?
I believe it.
He'll probably be number 1 next year.
Jesus.
Is he number 2 already?
He's 2 or 3. Let me look
He's
it
up
up.
there with Gonzalez and.
Well, he passed up Gonzalez earlier this year or last year.
So who's number 1? Because I know Shannon's up there.
Tight ends. Is what
All
they're talking
time
About. You like
tight
that, right?
ends.
Fuck.
Got
You
him.
like that, right?
Huh?
The way you said that was funny.
All right.
Yeah.
Trying to involve you in this.
Sorry, I didn't
No,
get-
I'm not.
You get lost in football.
Tight end top.
Tony Gonzalez is still currently number 1
Okay, see, that's what I thought.
all time per tight end.
Yeah.
15,127 yards. Kelsey passed 10,000 yards this season.
Okay, so he's in what, top 5 then?
Let's look at the full list.
I mean, he's got to be up there because he does do all
Travis
that.
Kelsey was the fastest tight end to reach 10,000 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I can
That
see
makes sense. John, how you
But
doing over
Gonzalez is still number 1. Gonzalez played until he was like 37 or 8.
there?
But, I mean, if Kelsey can stay productive that long at that age,
So we know you're picking the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl.
if they can get past the AFC Championship game, I would take them over any team in the NFC.
Which is,
That's solid.
did the
Okay.
Bills and Bengals play before the Chiefs? Or is it the other way? Did they play the Bills
Yeah, okay,
first?
so the schedule for this week, excuse me, on the AFC side was Chiefs have a bye week, then you got Dolphins, Chargers playing, Bengals, Ravens playing, and Bills are playing the Dolphins.
Now they're playing someone else. You already said that.
No, Bengals, Ravens, Bills, Dolphins, Chargers.
You said
Chargers and
Dolphins.
Jaguars.
Oh, they made it.
I think the Jags will beat the Chargers.
That's right, it is Chargers. So then who do the Dolphins play?
Bills.
The Bills. Oh, okay. All right, yeah, they're probably going to lose.
I think the Bills will definitely beat the Dolphins, but who knows? They both play in the same division, so this is the third time playing this year.
Yeah, you never know, but I thought they're...
And they got Waddle and
Tua's
Tyreek
done.
Hill.
I
I
thought
mean, like
Tua's
anything
done.
could happen.
Tua's done, though.
He's not playing this week.
I honestly,
Should be done.
dude, yeah, man, that was scary. I mean, especially if you watch the games. I watched it live. Oof.
I mean, the thing, though, is if he doesn't go back, he might not ever come back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's something to where, I mean, we watched it a couple of weeks ago with a Bills-Bengals game. Like, it can be that scary at that point. Like, do you want to keep pushing somebody where it could be their medical health? They can maybe never play the game again.
Yeah.
It's tough. Like, you want to win.
Never do anything again, really.
Exactly.
You know?
And especially with the brain, like, and the heart, like, that's rough. So, like, it's tough because you want to win, especially the Dolphins. Like, when's the last time they won a Super Bowl? 71? Something like that?
2, I think, but yeah.
72. Yeah, it was 72. Yeah.
Oh, well, was that... Oh, it's all Dan Marino's fault.
Yeah,
No, well, before him.
No, it was just...
Die, Dan, die.
He fucking laces out. Damn.
God damn it!
What do you know? They're little footballs.
So I know they want to win bad. I get it, but you risk somebody's health.
Yeah, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Who knows, though? Maybe he'll come back and have, like, some fucking, Rudy story or whatever. And you're going to knock some sense into him.
To what?
Yeah.
To
and
what?
like-
To what?
That's almost too easy.
It just... I hope so.
Well,
1973 was the last Super Bowl win, I believe. Not the last I've been to.
that's the only reason I like the Miami Dolphins.
Because of Ace Ventura. Ventura. Yes.
Yes, Satan.
That's solid movies.
Tone Loc. Tone Loc was in that.
Dolo?
Tone
Loc.
The
The Funky Go Medina.
I don't know what that is.
It's a song by Tone Loc, who was in Ace Ventura.
Oh, okay.
He was the guy with
I've
that.
just never heard
Hey, yo, Ace. I just got word.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's even more raspier than me.
Yeah. I didn't know that was his name, but he's in a lot of other things. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll say some
I don't know.
cult following.
Okay.
Probably.
I don't know.
You knew his name.
Yeah, because Funky
Did you know his
Coldina was
name?
awesome.
Yeah. Funky Comedina.
Alright, fuck. I didn't know it.
They have cowbell. Not a lot of songs have cowbell.
Yeah, cowbells are pretty nice.
I will pay attention.
You'd know if you heard it.
Yeah.
I know you don't like us playing copyrighted music on the show.
You can snippet it, but
You want to hear a snippet?
you think I would know it immediately?
Something luncheon, Stone Cold luncheon, something, dungeon. It's right there. All right. It's been a long time since I've heard the song, but I remember it like really well. But I also
Well, the
know.
fact that two of you guys know it, I feel a little.
Just gonna wait for this
left out.
YouTube commercial.
Well, thank you.
You want to join the gym?
What gym is it?
Planet Fitness. One down, $10 a month.
Heels.
Going something like this. Hit it.
Yeah, it does.
Like it. Come on.
Oh.
God, I want to listen to that when I get home. Wow,
That's
that's-
Stone Love.
Well, thank you for the song recommendation. Everyone put that in your playlist. What do you listen to that one for? The love
90s nostalgia.
No, that's a nostalgia one. You don't work out to that one, or
No.
I still love my.
You could jog.
One of
to
my
that.
favorite albums still
I'll
to this
pass.
day is Millennium Hip Hop Dance Party. I got off the TV.
Jesus, is it one album?
Yeah, it's a bunch of hits from pre 2000. Got 99, I think. That and Now Too. I still have Now Too. Still
Now
fucking-
Too?
Yeah.
What's
now that's
Now
what I call,
Too?
Now that's what I call music too. They're up to
Oh.
like 500 or something.
Yeah. Do they still literally keep the same number?
Yeah.
Or is it like 50 B-side A?
I feel like they rebranded and started like selling like now 90s.
Do they have like a time mechanism before Madonna and after Madonna?
They're
I don't-
probably doing like
Can-
BM. We're talking album 10 BM.
Kid, now you got me thinking about it. 'Cause
No.
I started listing off numbers. You know what I'm going to start
they're
playing.
probably just doing now 4 from 2004. You know, like they're getting that specific.
Hey, check this out.
Man, listen.
Shut up.
Don't need to be playing that. This guy did show this at work. Yes, you should definitely shame him. If you understand Japanese, you probably something's wrong with this man.
So there's a chick on the stairs, right?
Alright.
All right. Anyway, but it ends with this. Okay. The reason
I couldn't. They're just holding each other then.
there's two dudes just slamming, and these two ladies trying to have a conversation.
Oh, they were talking.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, okay. What were they talking about?
The girl got broken up with, and she is being consoled by the girl on the stairs, and the guy comes up, starts hanging her.
I don't know what just happened.
Does that sound?
Crazy Japanese
Slap, slap,
porn,
slap, slap,
dude.
slap, slap.
Where they probably watched some manga
Anyway,
shit and were
so-
like, let's reenact it.
So I saw in the comments, I'm like, well, what's this from? Is this a joke or just a real porn, right? It looked like a skit
It's
almost.
obviously a real porn.
Turns out it is a real porn, and what's funny, it's labeled like 4 letters and then followed by 4 numbers. It's like coded, like there's so much porn they have to like categorize it by number and
Dewey Decimal
you know.
System.
Yeah, because they can't just call it stuff, you know? It's like, girl gets banged on stairs. Well, okay.
Well,
Once you get it past like 1 million versions of that
Yeah.
same video.
Yeah.
well, yeah. Why would you want
And that one's called like SDDJ-4287. I mean, that's seriously.
Ass blasters, 1 million!
now?
999,999!
Now, having sex while 2 girls just have a conversation. 5 million. Jesus, it sounds terrible.
Anyway.
You downloaded it.
That's what
No, it's on Reddit.
I was gonna say. Like, you got
get
to
that,
that
though?
I
very
saved it.
fast.
Well, yeah, I
I'm
saved it on
sure.
Reddit.
You get to it.
Yeah, I said to her. Well, did I what?
Did you go to the website?
Say that I beat to it? Because no,
Did
I'm
you?
sure.
nah,
Yeah.
Japanese porn is gross. Like I hate that pixelation part. It's just like just all the
Pixelated
gross
bar?
shit comes out of Japan, and you're gonna pixelate a dick. It doesn't make any sense.
So
You're
you're
not
upset
you're not
that
into
the
squids?
dick is pixelated,
Both units. I'm just saying.
but
Fine. Yeah, I am. All right. Yeah.
They don't show the
Yeah,
Fair.
they
vagina
pixelate
anymore?
porn in Japan.
All of it?
Yes, which is
Not all of it.
Yes, if it's made in Japan, fucking trust me, I've looked for it.
They just never show
if it's
it, or they show
made
it
in
blurred?
Japan,
If it's made in Japan
so
or
if it's American, then
Oh, maybe if it's even shown in Japan, I guess I don't even know. For they're Japanese, they can get around the fucking.
They just don't show that part.
I don't know.
Is that like a Chinese government thing?
No, they don't. They say show, but it's all pixel. All right. Anyway,
China and Japan are different though.
that's true. They are different. Lane.
They have different laws.
So where is it illegal? It's illegal in China. What are they doing in Japan?
They. Where are you right now?
That's
God
what
damn it!
I'm asking.
Yes,
I don't know.
I've
I don't
answered
know
this
the
question
difference.
7 times.
I don't know the
They
difference.
pixelate the genitals
in China.
in Japan.
Only in Japan.
How did we get
Yes.
to this point?
I didn't realize
Because
you're talking
Something was
China.
vaguely anime-like that John just showed
No,
us.
because you said they about a code or something.
I just don't know the difference in cultures that much.
Clearly,
You need to watch some Mayo Hiyosaki films.
So what? That sounds Japanese.
yeah.
Or Hayao Miyazaki, not
So what's
Mayo.
the Chinese film?
No. What?
Most of them now.
Those are probably all state-sponsored. You wouldn't want to watch them anyways.
Huh.
Is that
state
propaganda?
sponsored porn? Hey, now we're back to government funded dungeons.
Hold hands!
Yeah, what kind of dungeons
Go to
does
church.
China have?
Where-
Well, I don't want to find out.
But seriously,
Huh.
what kind of government porn does Japan have?
I don't know. Japan's government porn, I would assume. China.
Well-funded type.
yes. High tech. 4K.
So what kind of
8K.
porn do you think they watch in
They
China?
use a satellite.
State-sponsored.
What does that mean?
Missionary
socials.
only.
Do they show penetration?
I don't know.
Is
China?
that Jewish?
We don't get.
Missionary
They
only?
don't probably talk about it.
Do we not get to see?
That's why I
China
said,
porn?
hold hands.
That's a joke.
There are 7
Smile.
official positions dictated by the government.
The government tried to dictate how many kids they could have.
You may only
and
pick
because
3.
of Chinese culture, they left a lot of young girls in ditches because they could have a max of 2 kids. If they didn't have a fucking boy, they knew then that they would grow old
That
and
was
would die.
the 50s.
Yeah, but it's stunted their whole fucking population. So now they got this weird old fuck population of nothing but men. And there's not enough
Horny
women to
dudes.
like keep procreating.
Yeah,
They actually have-
They're trying to build an army.
Oh, they have an army of sex robots
Nice.
that these guys take
Is this
care of and
facts?
treat. Yeah,
I've seen.
there's
that
a whole
already.
series on Netflix about it.
A series.
Sheesh.
Or it's a show.
I saw there was like a convention of just like all these sex robots.
Oh,
that were,
they're
Oh,
one of
see,
the
that
biggest
one
markets
recently.
because they
They're
have
not
such a
robots,
deficit
they're
in the
just-
amount of women versus men. And there's a bunch of guys that are just like, unless I move out of the country, which they're not gonna let me do, I don't have a fucking girlfriend because there are no fucking women around
we
here.
talked about this, like the guy's hologram that they stopped supporting. He was married to the hologram.
Oh, yeah,
And
we
he-
did have an episode
and-
about
And
that.
Yeah,
the
but-
hologram's
Well,
gone.
we've talked about the sex robots
Yeah.
too, but they're not real just like straight up sex robots.
Are
They're
people
like,
married to the sex
as much
robots?
as they can, they're supposed to be like your full on. Their job is to be your girlfriend or wife.
Do you think they're marrying
That's
the sex robots?
tragic.
Are they marrying the sex robots?
Yeah, and then like these guys, you think they're just covered in spooge,
Yeah, I
sticky.
think that. I
But
think
they're not. These guys like obsess over it and like take them on dates in their house, brush their hair, wash them. Like it's a whole sensual thing for them to take care of this
Yeah,
doll.
but none of them have like AI properties in it. It's just like an actual like.
They have
robot.
some way where they can just like respond to you in some natural, rhythmic, conversational circadian or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
Women, circadian rhythms, but
Yeah, I guess so. Is that where you get design the robot too?
like I said,
Dude, sex dolls are actually pretty cheap, actually.
I feel like we've looked this up.
But why would you want to get
long
a cheap
time
one if
ago.
you're going to get
No,
one?
I'm saying like a
Original.
nice one is like
Okay.
$300.
I'll explain. It's very easy to write the code for
That's
this.
cheap?
No,
You know,
I'm gonna say
life-size sex doll, yeah. With all the technology and the options that I've never looked at once, you can get them as cheap as like
You're going to have to
$1,600.
explain.
What does the high-end sex robot go for nowadays?
I said 3,200.
Oh, it's like 30,000 or more.
No,
Look at us.
no. It's like a really good one is 3,200. You might get up to $8,000 if it's like
You gotta
$8,000.
explain,
got
bro.
more stuff. What? What's to explain? I was like, what much this cost?
But
How do you know how much one costs?
what's the different
like-
options?
Did a lot of research.
What's tell us?
Why
You
is
can
it
do
3,000?
a lot of different skin tones. You can do nails, hair, types of hair length, face features.
Did you look this up
all this stuff.
Does it have like a voice box or something too?
Not too long ago. I don't know.
Things cost a
But
lot
it's all-
more now. Everything costs a lot. John.
Yeah, but
Might take like 2 years to get your robot up to you.
the chip shortage. I can't get my fuck doll. I've been banging this whole desktop ever since. All right. It's my sex box. Her name is Sony. That's remember that one? That's Family Guy where the hillbillies
that
get a
PlayStation disc?
VCR for the Christmas, like a whatever, and they're just banging fucking the VCR. It's my sex box.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, it's fucked up. It's early Family Guy when it was actually funny.
Yeah. Sounds like hell.
Anyway,
Especially if you have VCR.
yeah, you could pick all the dimensions. I mean, it's crazy how it's like Build-A-Bear for adults. Actually, dude, that'd be a good gay sex dolls Build-A-Bear.
Oh man.
It's copyrighted.
I'll put it.
Build a big bear.
No, yes, yours are like oversized. Build a big bear.
Or build a bottom.
Build a bottom bear.
Sheesh. Is that going to be like an
It's like
app,
top
or
of
is
the
that
Muppet.
like-
So it's
We
just-
only do bear bottoms.
Just
Fully customized, but just
But
big
it's
burly
just-
dudes.
gay butts.
Do you guys?
Is that what it is? Oh,
Like gay butts 5,000.
Well, I guess you customize your butt. You customize the dildo.
Well, that's gotta be that's
Did
gotta
you
be
get the
the name
latest
of it.
update for your butt?
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
you
got to
want
be
my-
the title. That's got to be the title of the show. It's just gay butts.
No, build big.
Build a bottom.
Build back better butts. That's my campaign slogan for president.
Bear butt.
Build back better butts.
Bear butts.
No, just better.
Build back better butts. Bear.
Oh. What are the words you know that start with B? Jesus.
Butter.
Bethune.
Well, what
Barf.
topic were we even talking about? Did we start with a topic?
Yeah, we did. Absolutely. NFL football.
We got.
Well, I got tired of that and I
we
thought
got
about a
John
porno.
Involved, and then.
All right, so John has a local story. Nebraska drag show ban.
Have you seen that?
And I think it's specific to transvestites.
Yeah. It's a trans. It's
Can
a,
you
it's
say that anymore?
what transvestite? Yeah, you can't say tranny.
That-
you can say transvestite.
Oh, okay.
That's what's in
I
the
didn't know.
legislation
I think
they're
some of
proposing.
them.
It's transvestite specifically.
No,
so
no,
whatever
yeah,
the
but the
state
tranny
defines
is the
that to
slur.
mean,
Transsexual is the proper
this
term.
is
Yeah.
about, I
Tranny
guess.
is a.
Hey,
And they're making it
sounds
illegal.
derogatory. It kind of does.
They're making it
Anything with
illegal to
Y at
what?
the end of it.
to be a
What is with an
transvestite anywhere that
We're having
public can
three
go see
conversations.
it.
in Nebraska?
Yep.
Yeah, the bill is it's in the Senate now.
That's crazy. Is it
But-
passing?
Sorry, did you explain to him? We were having another conversation.
Yeah,
we should probably
sorry,
edit that
I
out.
forgot.
Yeah, we're just
That's
talking.
hey, that's
Did
a
you tell him
for real bill?
what it was? What it was?
Yes.
About the underage thing.
Repeat
What
it.
age?
Well, I don't know about
I didn't hear it.
You have to be 20. If you're caught 21 or under, it's a class 1 misdemeanor to be at a drag show.
Hey yo,
trying to-
for real?
Yeah, they're trying to. That's in the Senate right now. Or
In Nebraska.
Yeah.
Is it like passing?
I don't know, but I'm like,
Well,
this
yeah,
is
because it's a
insane.
unicameral.
Don't start this again.
What's that?
Don't do it, Ken. You son of a bitch. Don't do it.
Simple civics, okay?
Okay.
There's the House
Okay.
and the Senate.
No. All right.
Nebraska does not have either of those. They just have one.
one voting
They just have a
body.
Senate. They just have a Senate, essentially. So all the power is in Omaha and Lincoln, and not in the
Right.
rest
So,
of the
which
state.
makes you think it won't pass because it's only.
How is
Lincoln.
that possible when every time Omaha and Lincoln has voted Democrat, it's been still Republican?
Yeah, in like power, like
Political power.
yeah, like the what are those called again? I always forget.
Districts.
This. Your districts, yeah, like the
Yeah.
voting system always splits. But like Omaha and Lincoln have more local power, like in Nebraska, in Lincoln Senate.
Accra.
Like just locally or whatever.
I see. Okay. I got you.
That's where all the fucking money gets funneled and
Yeah.
fucking shit goes awry and Gene Stothard. Oh, wait, did I see a
Jesus.
rumor? Speaking of just like
Okay, I guess you're trying to go off on a
mayor of
tangent.
Omaha.
Yeah, no, she's still the mayor.
Pay
I
for
thought.
play.
No, the former
Can you
governor.
make it?
Oh,
play?
that's when they got at the Senate.
Oh yeah, he's about to be the
Ricky.
Senate.
Oh yeah, I was just.
Did that
I was,
just happen today?
yeah, I was gonna bring that
Yeah.
up. Ricketts. Yeah, Pillin goes, "Hey, thanks, buddy. You're in now."
Yeah, you knew
Yeah.
he wasn't going.
They were already
yeah.
said they were going to do that months ago.
That's why. I mean,
Oh, I
like,
never heard that for
That's
sure.
why-
Oh,
wasn't-
as soon as he donated and did all that he did for her, everybody was like, dude, she's going to nominate him to the Senate. Like, this is what he's doing, is buying her vote to send him to the Senate.
What
and
a
that's
cheap
exactly what
ass-
happened.
Fucking way to do it too. Like not even get elected. Just kind of honorary. Like yeah. He's the guy now.
Yeah, I didn't know they were appointed.
Well, female.
And
Is it Janet Pillin or...
huh.
It's a woman.
Wait, what?
What?
Pillin? Isn't that a woman?
No, it's a
No,
guy.
Jim Pillin
Jim
is the
Pillin.
new governor.
Oh, okay, I thought it was Janet.
No.
That's,
Okay.
wow.
But Pete Ricketts is taking
Yeah,
over
I know
Ben
Pete Ricketts.
Sachs.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about.
This is a good job. It is. And that's the Senate. The United States Senate.
Yes.
I am the Senate. I'm sorry.
You
I am
are
the captain now.
not. That is fair.
Wait, is that copyrighted?
Lightsaber fight.
Yeah. 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 All right. Anyway, so it's like a openly anti-trans legislation that they're trying to push through. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
it
think
seems
about it. Ernie's
they're
not
not even
there
trying.
anymore.
They're
That
not
shit
even-
would not happen if Ernie
they're
was
not even like
still
trying
around.
to mask it as as something else. They're just like straight up. If you look like a chick but you're a dude, no one can look at you.
That's wild.
Now, granted, I've never been to a drag show.
No way.
That can't
That's
be-
literally what the bill says.
That can't be. Yo.
That seems too extreme, but
That's what I'm
Just
saying.
in the bill.
Well, see how they listen. How they gonna try to claim that they want to keep young people here and pass a bill
Yeah,
like
no
that?
shit. Yeah. Well, now, in all fairness, I've never been to a drag show where it wasn't just a fucking rager. So there's a lot of alcohol involved. So it's a bar anyway.
Did you say meow instead of now?
But
Am I saying yeah?
I thought I heard a meow get slipped into there.
he's a bad bitch.
Okay. Yeah. So these, well, I'm trying to remember what we're talking. Yeah. So these drag shows are parties. Everyone's shit faced. It's a blast. It's a good time. That's why I still understand like bringing kids to drag shows just because they are usually ragers with a lot of alcohol. So this bill is just like attacking on some extra horse shit. It's goofy as hell. I think it's weird.
The drag show ban.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Feels a little discriminatory.
Oh, a little bit. A lot of it.
I don't know, man. I just try to keep the peace, and I try not to say much about it nowadays. But if people want to do what they do, as long as nobody's getting hurt, I guess. Like,
Speaking of
No,
people getting
I mean-
hurt,
just let people do what they want to do, as
Yeah.
long as they're not out there hurting other people.
that's what I mean.
You want to identify as something or dress as something, you're free to it. Yeah,
I think we should actually
Don't-
hunt furries because they are animals.
Well,
So we should be able to hunt them.
Season.
We should be able to hunt them.
I've seen that
They
porno.
would have to want to be hunted.
But then,
Oh.
are you just gonna waste it, or like, are you gonna like skin it and like?
Furry. You
Use
know what a
it.
furry is?
Yes.
Okay, good. How many skin it? What?
That
You want me to eat a person?
I mean, you just said they were an animal, so like,
Yeah, according to them, they're
The
animals.
liver, yeah.
so
Best part.
what do you? I mean, you trying to hunt
With
them?
Chianti? Yeah, but I'm not going to eat a
What are you
person.
gonna-
Yeah, but I see them.
You stab 'em.
Yeah, but this is an excuse to just hunt the most dangerous game.
You
That's
find
all
the
that
furry,
is.
you stab it.
You stab it?
because they're just so afraid.
No.
Wait, I don't understand.
Okay, have you seen Surviving the Game with Ice-T?
No, I have not.
Okay, the premise is
rapper?
yes.
That's funny. How do you know that? You seen that?
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's a homeless guy. He tries to jump in front of a bus, and this one guy says or whatever, and goes, "Hey, I got a job. I got a job for you, whatever." So he takes him back to his office, and they do some stuff. And he goes, "Hey, run on this treadmill for half an hour." He's like, "Okay," and he wants them to be his their travel guide up to like the wilderness. Which I'm like, okay, he's a homeless guy, so a guide.
He makes him go indoor track running for like
Basically
20
so-
minutes and goes, You could be our wilderness guide.
Yeah, okay. Because like a guide
You've
as in
seen it?
No.
a guide as in like
That's creepy
making
as fuck.
fires.
How much did he get paid for the
I have no
running
idea.
on
I don't know.
treadmill?
But the Dr. Cox from Scrubs is in it.
Oh yeah. Who's he?
He's the older one that always has snarky
Gary
ass shit to
Busey?
say all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who's he in the movie?
He's one of the bad guys. Gary Busey's in it.
Oh, wow.
And I can't remember the main bad guy. Someone famous. I can't remember who it was.
What's the
Anyway.
Boy Scout troop one?
Anyway,
up in the woods?
so they come to find out that like they hunt people, and so they're going to hunt Ice-T, but he's too smart to be hunted by a bunch of white folk, and he fucking kills them all, and it's fucking awesome.
He goes like
He goes Rambo basically,
yeah,
except with no
I was
guns.
thinking First Blood.
Yeah, pretty much. But he basically turns the tables on them and kills them instead. And I know
In
spoiler.
like a
That's the premise
homeless
of the.
way? Or
I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while.
That's crazy. You know
but
that movie.
but this is
What's
but
it
here
called?
the surviving the game.
Surviving the game.
But here's the thing, though. That's the you can do that. You can legally hunt a human that doesn't think they're a human. So they're like, hey, I can help you. Then, but you you do it, and you know it's a person. You know it's not a
But
fucking
you have-
purple
you-
unicorn.
you
You know
have-
there's a dude in there. You'd be like, "Ugh,
Yeah.
the game is
That's what
on."
She said.
You still have to tell them. You have to give them fear in them. To like, yeah, I'm gonna hunt you. I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like, how do you do that?
I don't know.
Just walk up to the furry and be like,
I don't know, but I'd like to.
Right.
I'd like to hunt a
We're still
human.
talking about people dressed up as animals
Yeah,
with
that's
tails
what I'm
basically hanging out of their
saying,
ass.
like-
yeah, he says he wants to hunt humans. I'm
Yeah.
just
That's a-
or
that's-
homeless
that's-
person,
That's
whatever.
like. Have you ever?
What happened?
Have you ever seen bum fights?
Oh my god! I've never actually seen them. I know very well. I know.
I
Listen.
loved watching those growing up.
Dude, it's super fucked up. I'm sorry. Sorry,
It's
Mom.
pretty
But
awesome.
that shit was funny.
They get bums money to fight. They record it.
And he got
But-
kicked off of Dr. Phil.
I thought he got sued and
I'm sure
more
that's
times.
pretty
Anyway,
fucked up.
Oh,
that's like what you're trying to do, but worse. Like you're trying to
No!
fucking hunt. Like
That's not paying anyone bums to fight. That's hunting a person. That's different.
yeah. What does the
That's
person get for getting
worse.
away?
Live.
that's so
And,
worse.
and you don't get caught though. Well, they're gonna come get
It's
after you.
fully legal because it's an animal, according to them. I'm saying. Should be
Jeez.
legally allowed
That's
to hunt
fucked up.
furries.
All
I
right,
don't
are
know.
you-
No, that's
are
what
you
I'm
going
saying.
To hunt them through the city, or-
Wherever.
Okay.
I might just drop a bunch off in the
Sticking
forest.
to his guns.
Yeah.
John will
I think
hunt
it
furries.
probably would be more believable if it was like
I hope
Park
Chelsea doesn't listen to
forest.
this podcast.
Or like a convention.
Nah, that's like a salt lick or feeders. They just attract the deer and just
Feeders?
shoot them. You
Oh
know.
my god.
that is.
Shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah, I just walk in and go, ah! Just but
Listen.
that's just a mass shooting. No,
You're-
you know.
that's
Not-
yeah.
But they
you're-
have,
you're-
yeah, but they have to
That's not
consent
as
to
fun.
it. But they have
That's
to
not as
consent
fun.
to it.
You,
Obviously.
you just want one at a time, right?
Yeah. There's no. Yeah, there's no.
What
There's
if there
no.
was two of them?
You don't feel true
What if
power
there
unless
was
you've
two.
murdered something with your own
No.
hands.
Ooh,
There's
I
two
can't.
little living creatures.
No, sir.
Just think about
You
it.
can't feel real power without murdering something.
Are you okay, sir?
I mean, it's more personal than just mowing down a group of furries with the M60.
You know the other little.
John will
Creatures are gonna come
indiscriminately
after
kill
you, too.
anyone, I think is what he's saying.
You're gonna get killed by furries. For
They're
all
probably
this.
gonna beat
Yeah,
your
but
ass.
animals-
Scratch your eyes out.
They're
Yeah.
probably gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, but if they stay true to their animals, they're not going to seek revenge because the animals don't know what that is.
What if one is a wolf?
Animals will attack if they
They're
feel
furries. They're not.
Yeah, but
animals.
I'm
They're not animals.
only hunting
They're
one at a
furries.
time. Maybe two if it's like a bonded pair or something.
Are you hunting wabbits? Elmer
If I
Fudd?
have to, yeah.
Fuck.
Whatever they're
Come
dressed
on,
as.
bro.
What?
I can't.
Oh, I'm the bad guy because I want to hunt people. Okay, I see how it is.
Yeah, I think so.
Are you going to have some fava beans and a nice bottle of
What's
Chianti?
the 1600s
Yeah.
or something, bro? Like you can't do that anymore.
I mean,
I mean, you can,
you can.
but you have to be higher and specialized. I don't think you're that talented.
It's not too hard to like just find. I mean, just like hunt person because person that's getting hunted doesn't know they're hunted until like it's too late, unless it's part of a game. I actually want.
John, you're a huge person. Do you think you can hide from someone while you hunt them?
Yeah. I dress.
No, sir.
I dress like a normal person and just like sneak up on them.
Oh, how
I
would you-
can't hide
not
behind things. I just have to
I have
be
questions,
suspicious.
but I don't know if I want to ask them on the show.
Why not? Go ahead.
How would you do it?
How would I hunt a person?
How would you kill him?
What's your strategy?
Oh, let's see.
Break yourself.
Let's. I don't get that.
Wait, what? You don't get that?
Explain
Break
yourself.
Break yourself?
Break yourself, fool.
Yeah.
You don't get
Explain
that?
it.
Well, it's an old term from Robin Banks. From the Old West. That's what that. Okay, I have a different term. Okay, great. Let's see. So let's say, let's say I'm hunting you. Lane?
What about?
Okay, so how would I go about it is like, well, first I'd find where you work. And if I do everything I can to find out your, where you live, basically.
And then,
Shit.
and then
My friend's turning into a werewolf.
attack dogs
As of last
will
week, we
attack
talked
you.
about
Good God, that was.
Too much to know you've been talking about some bullshit.
Well, no, anyway, so find out where he lives. Follow him home a few times. Just find a routine. I mean, this is a long process.
So you're
because-
hunting and establishing a pattern.
Yeah, so
a
and it's
person.
a long thing. It's not only is it like a power thing, it's also very sexual.
How are
like
you-
not.
How are you scouting? What's your
unspoken.
method of scouting here?
Just sit in my car.
Outside of their house?
So stalker,
Where you
like-
live them to
Yeah,
live?
just there's so many options to choose from of how, of how to do it. Just look at all the stalkers in
Would,
the past.
would you have some type of
Serial
like
killers.
mask or hood?
No, that'd be too obvious.
No?
No, absolutely
Too
not.
obvious?
That's stupid because I'm saying
Your personal vehicle?
Like 2 in the afternoon, just sitting in my car.
Yeah, I saw a guy of average height and weight. No, I saw this huge fucking
He's actually
dude.
quite a big guy.
Yeah, but I'm in a car.
Yeah, but every once in a while he like picks up something.
No, I
either,
just-
either it's binoculars or.
I think
with
he jerks
you.
off in there too, Your Honor.
Like I said, this whole thing is not only a power thing; it's a sexual thing. That's why you don't want to do it right away. You want to pick.
What do you mean
and-
you don't do it right away?
Yeah, right.
The-
Well,
the-
multiple thing. The
Are
whole
you
thing.
edging
The
yourself?
whole thing should last about 2 weeks.
It's a game, right?
I would
Iced
say.
tea.
I would say this whole
We'll
thing
do it today.
from start to finish would be 2 weeks. Pick a target.
I don't remember
to killing
Ice-T
your target.
jerking off and stuff in the movies.
What kind of? Did I watch the wrong movie?
That might be an extra step. I'm not sure.
Oh, I accidentally made myself blow a load of my shores. Oh, here they come now.
You might have got the extended version. I don't know, but like, what I
What's that
didn't.
stain, sir? Are you killing me?
Yeah.
Do you want to continue this stupid shit? Because I can keep going. I got more.
I can't.
So anyway, so it's like I said, it's very sexual.
No,
So
we can't.
so you want to make it last as long as possible without losing interest. That's why you stalk for about 2 weeks and you figure out figure out the best way to do it.
So
It
you're
could be-
emotionally invested in this.
exactly yes.
Via stalking.
We've
And then-
learned a lot about you in the
then,
last 20 minutes.
And it
Almost
seems
too much.
and it seems like kind of a cheat if you like use a weapon. So you got to use your bare hands,
Listen.
right?
Could it be all that Japanese porn you've been
No, it's
consuming?
No.
So when this happens, are you wearing tentacle arms?
Definitely.
You say anything suspicious? Not really. That seems pretty normal from
Like
Dundee.
Zoidberg can?
Yeah, yeah.
He's got pincers.
He does have pincers. Yeah.
Tentacles.
Oh, you got tentacle hands.
Like the movie Better Off Dead.
I'm thinking
With
more
John
of
Cusack. Not testicles. Tentacles.
District 9, like tentacles and
Yeah.
shit.
Well, they have little mouth tentacle things.
Oh,
Over those are
Oh,
arms.
yeah, they do that too.
An octopus.
Fuck you.
Dab on 'em.
Oh, yeah.
You broke it.
So,
Sprogan.
Oh.
Hold on.
Ken,
Told you.
what do you know about FAA computer crash grounding all flights and how it relates to the search for El Chapo's son?
I don't know how it relates, but it would make sense because the people who are on vacation in Mexico are told to stay indoors because the Sinaloa cartel is at war with the Mexican army. Because,
Trying to get El
Yeah.
Chapo's son back.
Yeah.
I don't think the two are related, but
I don't know if they're related,
Well,
but it
behind the
could be.
groundings, you said a
For
bunch
sure.
of them got stranded there, and then he brought up, Ken brought up the people that are stranded there
Yeah.
and having to deal with what's going on with them. Like,
That's true.
Just
Like they
fight
can't.
through the cartel.
Yeah,
You know,
or
let's
they-
say
Mexican government.
you're from Minneapolis, right? And then
Oh,
you
jeez, what's
can't-
going on here? Oh, jeez.
Someone give me a
Oh,
pina
geez, someone
colada, please.
Yeah, that's funny. But then, like, you're trying to get a
Oh,
a
jeez,
flight
that guy's
back,
going deer
I want
hunting, isn't
half
he?
off.
and it's
I don't mean to be rude.
There's blood on my towels.
but you can't get a flight.
Now,
You
now, I
gotta
didn't
stay
want to be
put.
rude, but I got shot in the leg about 10 minutes ago, but I didn't want to make a scene.
So I crawled here.
That's the other part of my leg.
It's in the hole.
Oh, jeez. Jeez, they got me. By gosh, I didn't lose it to a pothole. I'm not about to lose it to goddamn scene. All right. I can't lose it. Whew. I want to get out of here. There's no gosh darn ranch dressing in Mexico.
Jesus.
He said, Minnesota.
And they're gonna all come after you, bro. I swear. Minnesotans, man. They don't play.
Don't take a picture. You asshole.
Too late.
No.
You already got it. Why do you keep hiding, Derek?
Because,
He doesn't want to be known.
no.
Your face is on the fucking title card.
I know it is.
All right.
All right, so
Fuck.
Biden
The shit.
breaks the law. Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Oh, no, you can't do that around here.
Oh, did you hear what happened?
I know.
You know what Trump's getting prosecuted for from the DOJ, right? Stealing government classified documents, refusing to turn them over, not cooperating with investigators.
Yeah.
Biden, it sounds like after his vice presidency, had like 14 or something documents, some of which were classified, left behind in an office. Was it Illinois maybe or something like that? I can't remember where.
Oh, shit.
I've
he
seen
had-
this dumb story.
Skip the dumb story.
No, I've said I've seen
Oh,
this dumb
yeah.
story. Oh, you admit it's dumb?
It is kind of dumb, but now did you hear what happened with Merrick Garland? Not what happened to him, but he is now assigned a special. Was it not prosecutor, but like what Trump requested and got intermediary person or something or other to review documents and whatnot.
It sounds like the Misinformation Council.
No, I hope not.
They had that though, didn't they?
No, it was special master. They call it a special master.
Oh,
So it's a
okay.
person that can go through all these different documents, and before anything gets presented to anyone else in a court of law, they have determined what is relevant to the case.
Hey, who was the guy or girl? I don't know their pronouns. With
Person.
For the
Come
person,
on.
okay, with the mustache and stealing the bags.
The Hamburglar?
No.
John's Hunger.
It worked for Biden or something. Did something. And
Man, that's not terribly,
Oh,
Stole some bags
one
from
of
the
his
airport.
cabinet members, secretaries, or something like that, stole a purse, and I think they were a transvestite.
no, it was multiple accounts of stealing airplane luggage.
I remember reading about that. Somebody was like, "Yeah, stealing what the hell Earl I just said," but
Oh,
Dick Dastardly.
Dick Dastardly.
Trying to think of people with mustaches.
No, it was like I thought it was someone that worked for that minister of magic or whatever.
What the fuck?
yeah, like I said, it was like a cabinet member's underling.
No, I thought it was like a prominent person. Like it was like the main person for it. or
No,
whatever. I
that
don't
was
know.
what the
Yeah.
Fox News was trying to say, but they were literally like a secretary.
Yeah,
of
that's the
somebody.
thing. I've seen a bunch of dumb headlines about it, so I was like, "Well, what the fuck is this about?"
Oh.
You know, I just didn't understand it.
So
It just
What do you think
dumb
about-
politics?
Biden finding that shit, turning it in immediately, and then his lawyers went and double checked at other places, made sure nothing was left behind. They found a few more documents. Nothing crazy, but
This is the classified things, documents, or whatever.
some of it's like certain levels of classified, and I think people, I don't know, but
Yeah, it sounds like
there were government documents that were supposed to have been turned into the archives that were not, and there was like originally found 14. Lawyers went back, found more, and they self-turned everything in once they discovered immediately.
It sounds like someone went and planted it there. Honestly, that's what it sounds like.
Huh. Yeah.
I mean, if it's fucking politics, you know, and then everyone's like, "Say Biden did it too. He stole documents. He should have filed correctly."
Well, we've already heard what McCarthy said after getting voted to be the Speaker of the House, is that they're going to try to impeach Biden and all his cabinet members. They can always go in and say, we're going to do this. Now, that just forces a vote once they get to a certain point within the legislature. But they're going to keep bringing it up and try to impeach all these different people just in spite. They claim crazy shit that fucking Tucker Carlson talks about on Fox News. McCarthy set a record for the most votes to become the Speaker of the House. Since like 1920-something, we have not had somebody that required, I believe it was 8 or 9 different votes in the House until everybody agreed for them to be elected.
I thought it was the Civil War.
He went up to 15 different votes before they finally elected him.
There was one of them where like he charged Ted Cruz because he abstained. He lost by 1 vote.
Yeah.
And Ted Cruz voted present, and he just like started charging at him like on the Senate floor. Like
I saw some good
shit.
bad lip readings.
Yeah, well, I saw that too. No, the whole thing that happened was 15. I think it's a new record for this country by far. Votes to determine Speaker of the House, and he just kept giving more and more concessions to like these like far out crazy ass people that wouldn't support him until he got his votes. So there's a whole bunch of shit that are talking about doing impeaching everybody they possibly can, being one of the number one things.
But they have no power. They're the House.
Exactly. That's what a lot of people were saying. So, see what happens.
Didn't they just pass a bill for...
Well, okay, so they're going to do stuff that nobody's going to fucking support. That's the point. They're just obstructing.
Well, what did they just pass? Didn't they pass the thing about taxes? They're going to get rid of the IRS.
Oh, yeah. Well,
they want to get rid of the IRS. They want to get rid of taxes altogether. Federal taxes. They have a lot of crazy weird-ass-ism bullshit.
Christofascism.
Yeah, I know.
I just like saying it. I just like saying it. It sounds fun.
What is it called?
Christofascism.
Christofascism.
Neo-fascism.
Or Christofascist.
Neo-fascism. Not liberal fascism?
It's kind of hard to do that.
Neoliberal fascism?
It's kind of hard to be liberal and
What is neoliberal?
Post-liberal?
Post?
Yeah.
They're just crazy religious people.
Yeah.
Religion,
anyway. That's some like... sounds like it's like
do you think
trying
we're
to tank the
a
government.
Civil War?
Shut up. I was talking. God.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about Civil War.
It's like they're... It's clearly intentional. They're trying to intentionally tank the government by doing this kind of crazy shit.
We're just doing a show. Democrats do a show, too. Like, they put off the New Green Deal. There's like, great, nothing's going to come to this, you know?
Yeah. But, I mean, but like, dismantling the IRS and doing it with taxes, like, that's the number one way to wreck your economy because now the government has no money. And like, until it goes back to states' rights. And, well, nope. States' rights. Civil War, Lane. Go ahead.
Do you think we're heading towards a civil war?
Maybe.
The federal government can break down.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That's all like Texas wants to succeed.
I think the conditions are leading more and more that way.
Alaska might want
to. Got a long ways to go.
Has the best chance of succeeding.
Well, yeah, but see, if Alaska
we'll just bring Puerto Rico
succeeds, why, like...
Fuck Texas, bring in Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on. You can't kick Texas out.
No,
they do have their own power grid.
If you're kicking Texas out, I want California gone.
California's going to take off if Texas leaves.
Physically, it's literally taking off.
We've all seen the documentary Escape from L.A., where California breaks off into the
documentary, but it's just
it's a known fact.
It's a known fact. There's the terror, or
documentary,
tsunami, and then it's never probably going to be
Kurt
the
Russell
same.
stars in this documentary, Escape from L.A.
Kurt Russell, huh? I'll watch that.
Snake Plissken.
Plissken.
Snake Plissken.
I don't know who that is. That's a person?
That's the character.
Oh.
All right. Anyway.
So...
I wonder where it's going to split, though. I wonder if it's going to split east and west, or north-south, or probably won't split it. It's going to be so fractured.
Whatever's left is going to be part of Nevada. California will be on its own.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there will be a civil war at some point, and there will be civil rights. Florida might sink, I guess, really. But the spirit of Florida will rise with Alabama and Georgia, or Carolina somehow.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
I don't know.
Yeah, as you're saying.
Because there is going to be some sort of natural disaster eventually that takes America.
Maybe.
What do you think the next one will be?
Oh,
Hurricane? Floods Florida?
I mean, it seems like...
Or fault line California. We have a volcano in Alaska. You just have floods in Washington.
Shit happens.
Chicago could freeze to death.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. What do you think is most likely?
I mean,
Hurricane.
Yeah, I mean, just rising.
This is what my high school teacher told me. As far as the North America continent, a hurricane could hit, like Katrina did.
Well, they hit every other year.
And that creates massive flooding that blows past even just like the immediate city of New Orleans and goes interstate. And that could actually cause an issue with the Ogallala Aquifer being as low as it is on our Table Rock, a land collapse and creating a giant inlet sea
Ripple
into the United States.
Damn. Fuck. That's some shit. That's scary.
So he bought up some property, he claimed, and he was going to have beachfront property in the next, well, I guess now, maybe 30 more years if he's still alive. Maybe less than that.
But the thing has to collapse for that to happen.
Yeah. But it's getting a little...
See, I've always heard...
talking about how low it is.
I've always heard that it's going to be like Iowa, Missouri that collapse, and the Missouri and Mississippi...
That's why he buys property in Belleville.
Missouri and Mississippi are going to become one inland sea. Washington and East Coast will have their own... Appalachian Mountains will have their own...
Oh. That could
continent.
Easily split the country.
Yeah. But that could take quite a while.
Libtards on the left!
Yeah.
White power in the right.
Shit, Ken, you're still here.
Ironically, from my vantage point, it's exactly what it is.
No, I don't think it's going to be that kind of civil war.
God, I hope not.
We're not fighting over slavery, obviously. But
why can't I stop relating that with a certain group of people?
You can't deny the racial divide. There's people who are really soaking all that in, right? They're still living their daily lives.
Nebraska was just voted most racist state in the United States.
I mean, I believe it.
We talked about that briefly last episode, I believe.
Yeah, I didn't believe it, actually.
I couldn't, but I know it's bad. It is really bad.
Well, it wasn't the most racist state. It was something about the most
per capita
discriminatory groups, clubs, or whatever. Like 12 or 14 of them, something like that.
Jesus.
Oh.
I'm not contributing to that. Just, I hope you guys are either.
I say no.
Okay.
That makes me wonder what's on the list.
Dude, there's some crazy stuff that I could really rack your brain with, but man, I don't. It could really come back to. I mean, no, like that.
No,
dude,
I believe
there's some sketchy stuff out here.
It's Omaha,
It's not even just.
You
Omaha.
can get away with things in Omaha, though.
Well, yeah, but think about other cities further in western Nebraska or middle Nebraska.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You can get away with things in Omaha. That's what Omaha was kind of meant for back in the day. We had a huge red light district back in the day, right? We were little Vegas for a long time. There's so many stories of mafia and all other types of things that I'd rather not go into, but
that was even more cowboy style shit.
Oh, it's 100 years ago type stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, not even cowboys type stuff. It's Omaha history. If you.
I think there was a race riot that was 100 years.
Yeah, 1919.
Yeah, was that the one?
Yeah.
Well, there was one. My mom's.
I mean, there was probably multiple ones.
There was
a lot. There was all.
The 30th Street riot, there was a riot.
Yeah, there's several. There were.
I just remember a big one we celebrated a year ago, or it was 100 years not that long ago.
Talking about the Tulsa thing, or talking about?
No,
actual
I remember it
Omaha?
was a Nebraska one.
It's
I
actually-
remember there was
Nebraska
an Omaha.
always do Omaha days. We do that, and then there's a Juneteenth parade. We do every other year. So I don't know about that, but there's a lot of rich history here that just goes underneath because there's powers that be that would rather not speak on certain things.
Yeah, it's unpleasant. Midwest,
Of course.
don't like to talk about unpleasant
Especially
things.
like Boys Town, man. Had a lot to do with that.
Don't start with that
It's,
shit. That's a whole fucking.
Should I have
shit.
not have said that?
No, it's just
No,
the fact that
honestly,
there's
there's-
a lot there.
Well, there's a lot there, but there's also if you go there, there's a lot more like other places as well. It's you could really go digging around.
Here's
this
a
place.
fun one. This one isn't fucked up.
This is trash talk.
So-
Omaha.
It's Nebraska, bro.
What was that on Dodge Street? There's that church on Dodge Street downtown, St. Mary's, I think. St. Mary's
Sure.
something.
Don't know.
On
Well,
Dodge,
apparently
What
in-
we're at-
yeah, St. Mark and Mary's.
Yeah. So no, St. Mary Magdalene.
Other one really
On
close
Dodge?
to downtown.
By
Yeah.
UNO,
way
Yeah,
down.
way
there.
downtown. Yeah.
way downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Like,
know
Oh,
what you're
okay.
talking
Like
about.
14th or.
Okay, I think I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
So I don't know why, but in the late 1800s or a while ago, they lowered Dodge Street.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I still don't know why they lowered Dodge Street, but I didn't get that. I never heard of that.
They
Anyway,
scooped
There's
out
a-
the shit.
There's a couple of reasons.
well, anyway, but then they show the church, and I went down a rabbit hole of the mud flood theory.
Mud flood.
You heard of that? You know what I'm talking about?
I
would
wipe
like-
my ass, sir.
So there's a theory that
you never had the mud flood.
there's a theory that in the late
Can neither confirm nor
1800s.
deny that.
No,
there, some
later than that.
No, very recently, because all these buildings that are quote unquote buried,
So I don't know this theory.
but it's just a fucking basement. I mean, it's just a half basement, like a lot of houses have. And these buildings, it's like this theory is so ridiculous, but it's getting a lot of traction because it's kind of interesting
well, no, there's more of a.
to dumb people.
So I guess when you said mud flood, I've heard of a mud flood from back in like prehistoric time.
Yeah,
Not
no,
prehistoric.
no, it's like
more like maybe prehistoric.
yeah,
That like
and
ended Africa.
But
like,
the conspiracy
way back
is
when
everything pre 19
the Anunnaki.
or like 1870 is all fake. All of history is made up because of
Well,
this
no, that's dumb. There's all
tribe
sorts
of
of
giants that used to live. I was like, holy shit! People are like, what? And people are arguing it and
Well,
shit.
see, you
It's
gotta understand,
crazy.
people believe in anything.
Well, yeah.
This is misinformation.
It's crazy. I mean, you
People
just
like
believe
flat
in
Earth.
anything.
Just like
YouTube
flat
blood
Earth.
flood. It's fascinating.
just like flat Earth.
Yeah,
It's hard to judge people too, though.
What's the
But
name of
people-
this theory? Mud flood.
Mud flood.
People
Derrick,
be
can I get a mud flood? Google.
Mud flood theory.
Yeah, just like what would people come across as someone else? We're doing people a favor here.
Wait, Kevin, what were you saying?
Futuristic
People
empire
believe-
that never
Oh.
existed. What?
See, that's what I thought. It was like an older one.
This is a YouTube thing.
I like how you're just like moving your head around like you're getting different angles at it.
Enhance. Enhance.
But they say because
So I'm sure everyone says
Mud flood is a supposed global event that took place in the early 1800s, which reset all of civilization. 1800s?
eh,
It's a unified conspiracy theory being composed of a mishmash of Atlantis, Masonic conspiracy theories, and the new chronology. It was first popularized in Russia, supposedly, according to
Russian
RationalWiki.org.
oh, rational. Okay, they're good there. Of course, in Russia, it's like the mud season is not like there's some mud in the ground. It's like 20 feet deep mud. Like it's like half of Russia is mud.
Yeah.
So
well,
maybe that's
it's
they're basing that off. of.
permafrost or whatever.
Well, if it's permafrost, it wouldn't be mud.
Well, yeah, but it's like.
Well, yeah, but so much of Russia is covered in snow
So you think
that
there
when
could have been a
it
big
melts,
flood that
and it
dumped
just
a bunch of mud flood there?
yeah. If the theory came from that's probably why because of the mud seas. That's why
It's
Hitler
just so
failed the
muddy.
invasion of Russia because of mud.
I was listening to a Joe Rogan about this Alaskan boneyard.
Yeah.
This guy is just pulling all sorts of like
Oh, out of his property?
mammoth tusks.
Yeah,
and,
that's
he,
awesome.
Sort of like an old tar pit or something.
He doesn't know exactly what the fuck it is. It was this Joe Rogan that he explained all about it. He uses like a fucking pressure washer and fucking washes this muck that smells like shit. But he's found like mussels and like bone marrow and stuff.
From ancient animals?
Because, yeah, they're not that old. Like, he's only done so many testing on them.
Yeah, well, one was 3,000 years old, one was like 20,000 years old.
Yeah.
What? How old?
Yeah, just like
For
that.
what?
3
For
to
what?
20,000.
A mammoth?
Woolly
Yeah,
mammoths,
mammoth.
but he had like dire wolves. He found out a dire wolf skull, fucking bear skulls, the ape skull. Or
I thought a lot of the
lions.
mammoth and large like woolly rhinos, shit like that was all like 15,000 years ago.
So yeah, he is finding out.
But he's saying 3,000 years.
Well, there is
is
some
what his testing is.
Well, other
saying.
stuff. I mean,
there's a range too. But
so
he
I'm
was-
wondering if
he fucking cooked some woolly mammoth meat
I missed that part.
and ate it.
What did he say?
Tastes, tastes like shit.
He's like, you don't need much. You just chew on it for a while.
Ugh,
What a fucking idiot.
that's dumb.
He said they cavemaned it out or whatever.
But I'm wondering.
Yeah, no, they're like, do you want to try to eat this? We'll be the only people.
I mean, if it's frozen and it smells okay, I don't know.
Dude, shit has an expiration date, and he just
But, dude,
permafrost on
he
it.
finds like fucking.
That's
like,
thousands of years of permafrost.
he's been finding like millions of fucking bones out of this one spot.
And eating the meat.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is it an aphrodisiac, did he say?
Oh.
He didn't say. He makes like.
His dick fall off?
No.
And he's still alive?
He's still alive.
His
yeah.
dick fell off and he's still alive. It's a miracle.
He's still alive. He's still digging in the muck, finding more bones and shit. He made like a guitar pick and a marijuana pipe out of
Mammoth bones?
tusk.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought the pig would be super dope. You know.
I like the tusk pipe.
Now, as far as a mud conspiracy theory, now, if it happened 10,000 years ago or something.
Well, yeah, that's
12,000 Atlantis mud flood. Yes, it's possible. There was a flood. It probably mudded a lot of places.
My father was a mudder. His father was a mudder.
I mean, think about it.
His father's was a mudder.
Just imagine
That's Seinfeld.
the polar ice caps. I know, like they're melting in both like North America,
In each cat.
North that one. But imagine all of the ice in Antarctica melted and flooded the ocean.
That's happened
I
too.
think that's what happened during the Atlantis flood or whatever. The
Yeah,
mud
there
flood,
was a
12,000
comet or
years ago.
something.
Some people got waves, wiped out some islands and shit, changed the coastlines. Some people got mud.
Waves are generated by something that displaces a massive amount of water.
Water's got to go somewhere.
God,
Yeah, so what's...
God's
You think
water.
the entire Antarctica just melted in a flash of a second and now that water just rushed out?
Essentially, that is what happened when a fucking a
Well,
comet.
that's what I was asking. You talking about a comet or what?
Exploded above the fucking Antarctica, melted all in an instant. Yeah, probably at least 300 feet of snow or water is raising the ocean.
Fresh water melted from ice caps.
Oh,
It's gonna like ripple the entire world.
Yeah.
You know? Some people get waves.
People die.
We'd probably get like a mud
Animals are
flood
gone.
that would follow up the Missouri
Noah-
and the Mississippi, take us out,
That would
get drenched in mud.
dogs and cats living together, it'll be anarchy. Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Sure, Your Honor, this man has no dick.
Is it true? All right. Anyway, that's mud flood. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, I like
Stupid.
flood theory, but not mud flood, not this dumb one about.
Mud flood just sounds like squirts.
I think that's disinformation. That's trying to make people laugh about. Like, don't think about the real flood that happened,
They don't even mention that
because that's
in the conspiracy.
why would they? It's a distraction. That's the same thing with the flat Earth. It's all just a distraction, right? This is disinformation,
Yeah.
purposely put out there.
It's also
Miss or dis? I
Cool.
don't know.
misinformation is wrong. Disinformation is intentionally wrong.
This is?
Yes.
Are you sure?
This is nuts.
These are D's nuts.
Well-
not your nuts?
No.
So we didn't talk about my topic.
Well,
Let's hear it.
whip it out.
What kind of stove do you have?
A stove, right? Like inside or outside?
Inside.
I have a gas stove
Do you?
and gas oven.
Same here.
Yeah.
And I'm gassy in general.
what happens if the government takes your gas
Yeah,
stove away?
they better pay for a fucking new 220 hookup.
That's all I
It's
got.
only system for new builds and apartments, and it hasn't even been voted on yet. It's only proposed
But it's
legislation.
only in like one state, isn't it? Or is it federal?
No, I think it's federal. I think.
Well,
How do you feel about it?
I could give a fuck. I don't care.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is it causing cancer?
well, that's the
Autism potentially.
Autism.
No, sorry, not autism. Asthma potentially, or potentially greater risk for asthma, childhood asthma specifically.
it's also I saw it recently that they came out with studies or whatever that homes with gas stoves, doesn't matter if they're off, they still seep a little bit, but it all really adds up, and it's not enough to like kill you immediately.
I feel like that is such fucking bullshit, but maybe it seems like autism's been on the rise for quite a while.
Like most,
Are you
like,
talking with autism or asthma?
Both,
Okay.
honestly.
asthma, though, for sure. We don't know what causes autism, right?
Sitting too close to the TV.
No, it's like you're born with it.
It's a choice. Autism's a choice.
Identify as autism.
No, you don't. You can't do that. Derrick,
What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
we're not gonna go here, are we?
Go where? I want to go there.
He's going to his
Check, please.
happy place.
Sorry.
What is that a
I didn't mean
reference
to
to?
do
You never get that loud.
I'm autistic. I went to school for it.
Well, did you sit around a lot?
Graphic design.
Did you sit around on a lot of gas stoves?
Yeah, every classroom had a gas.
No, I
Every
remember
classroom?
specifically electric stoves growing up.
Really?
I know I had a gas stove until God. Did we have it when we were living at that 50th and Dodge house? No, those were
Yeah.
electric.
Yeah.
Those were electric.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, they were. 'Cause I remember I would always make mac and cheese and hot dogs after getting back from the bar late at night, and sticking that pot on there and holding it down tight to make it boil faster because fucking electric stoves suck,
Yeah.
especially the ones with the coil.
Those like were old as fuck too.
Yeah, but I know
That's all
for
I
sure.
remember about it. It was tiny.
Yeah,
I just remember the one time we came in and we saw
kill fucking bugs.
so all the grills were out of the stove. We're like, who took the fucking things out? It was damn. You can hide in there.
But Dan was hiding in the oven.
He thought he could hide in there. It was that time we were supposed to go
What
look
the
for
fuck?
him.
He was like, trying to hide
I
in the
do
oven.
remember a time we went to like look for him in the house.
We told Dan.
Which might have been
Dan,
more than once.
We'll give you 5 minutes. Go hide.
And he just pulled the grills out and laid them next to that oven and crawled in the oven.
You were like,
How the hell did he fit in the
God,
oven? Jesus.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's
Okay,
crazy.
okay, good actually.
I was going to say, man.
Holy shit.
but we walked around,
Like,
couldn't find him. Went
yeah.
outside, probably had a cigarette, and then he like texted us like, "Are you guys still looking?"
Oh, is that when we were just like dicking around? Like, yeah, we know where he's at. Fuck it.
No, I don't remember that. I don't remember knowing where it was at. I just like forgot about it. Being distracted.
I feel like if he
was
left
a
the
lot of- I
fucking
think someone else
grates
probably
out of the
showed
oven
up.
on the wall right next to, we probably were like, yeah,
I remember that's
no
why
opening that.
I came in
Don't
there.
get the satisfaction.
I came in the kitchen and was like, he's not in the oven. I'm not even gonna open it up. He's not in the oven. But the grates are out. So what the fuck? Where'd he go?
So how long did he hang out in the oven? Like 20 minutes or something?
I don't know.
He wasn't in the oven though.
But he took enough time to open it, take him out.
Oh, he
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
actually get, I thought you said he was actually
he can't
in it.
fit in a fucking oven.
No, it was a tiny fucking.
Okay, so he just pulled the shit out and was like, I'm gonna put it back.
That's the only memory I have of that stove. So I can't remember like what it is. So, like,
No, it was electric with cheap ass coil.
well, good. They were set with an electric
Gas
stove.
stoves are what's up.
Well, I think my electric one works fine.
Great. They do the same job, but I like fire.
You like your
Like
gas.
fire.
Gas. It's fire.
Fire. Yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's better with gas iron and everything. Really
I can see that.
rustic.
Would you like one?
Yeah. I cooked with a cast iron one recently, and it
Thank
was
you.
really good.
Rustic.
Yeah, I sealed my French Dutch oven.
French
What?
Shit.
French
No, just
Dutch
Dutch,
oven.
just a Dutch oven.
French Dutch oven.
No, it's just a Dutch.
La
not French.
Crusade
I don't know
Dutch
why
oven.
I was saying French. I don't know. I had rosemary in it, so maybe that's why I thought.
Somebody farted under the blankets, and they had rosemary with them. It covered your head.
It's not that they have it. They go rosemary.
This makes it okay.
Yeah.
Was they trying to like market it to you?
Just-
Like, hey,
you just
does
put it in
this
your
make the
mouth
fart go
and
away?
Pull the spring out.
What do you smell? Rosemary fart.
What the fuck?
Rosemary. That's my no, or what's it called? Safe word.
Give a safe word. Do you have a full leather mask with zippers for the eyes and mouth?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Gimp mask is what you're asking me.
You
So
know
what
what
that's
the
called?
you know what the zipper on the mouth is for?
Zipper?
The zipper on the mouth.
Why do you know
Permission to
this?
talk?
What it's called?
I mean, I assume it's all there for. I mean, you don't want. I mean, that's
No, I don't know what it's
I
called.
don't know what it's called, but you know what? It's there. The only reason it's there is for dick sucking. That's all I can think.
Does anybody else want to move to Florida with me in the next month?
Eating.
Oh,
And then vote.
Yeah,
Depending
What
on
is
which
going on in
Florida.
Florida?
Last
Sex
week
dungeon.
we talked about the sex dungeon.
No, they didn't put it to motion. It's not going forward.
Damn.
Yeah.
You have to go to Nebraska's thing and do that or whatever.
Oh, John's. Yeah. Well, we have one.
Wasn't
Well,
there?
Is there a dungeon or just a group?
Do you remember there was the video of the guy that was trying to get like a chicken wing, like
Oh, the
group or something?
spicy chicky nuggies.
Yeah, and he did that in like the Senate. State
Yeah,
Senate,
and then he
right?
did the thing with Nebraska Cornhuskers like a couple weeks later, but he made national news.
I don't remember that one as much.
Yeah,
I
they had an
remember-
intro for like the spring game or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
It was chicken wings, but like
Well,
boneless
that's it,
chicken
but
wings
that-
aren't actually wings. He
Oh
goes,
yeah.
call them spicy chicky nuggies, or it just names all these different versions of that.
That guy's autistic.
He was about, I think, a state senator's son, and he went out there to like just make everybody laugh. He did it
Oh,
already.
okay.
But then like it got recorded on, I don't know, Nebraska's equivalent of C-SPAN, I guess.
Whew. C-SPAN, knee-span, Nebraska. A knee-span.
Public access,
dude,
PBS.
Access. It's NET.
NET, Nebraska Entertainment Television,
No. Educational.
Nebraska Educational Television.
Is that the same as BET?
No.
No, it's not black education television.
Oh, okay.
So what?
Well, that's why I learned everything I know about the culture.
And what exactly is the BBC?
British Broadcasting Corporation.
But it's also
Big black cock.
It is.
this whole time.
My begonias.
What? What?
What?
What?
Is that your safe word?
It's Mrs. Doubtfire. When they get divorced at the beginning of the movie, she's like, this whole time? This whole time. My begonias. Throws the big party at the house.
At the beginning.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, this whole time is at the end.
Yeah. Every time I hear it this whole time, I think my brother and I, that we always go to begonias.
What happened in the begonias?
When he throws the big party,
Was
jump
the do-
around,
was
jump
the donkey in
around,
it or
jump up,
something?
jump up.
Did it show?
Sally Fields walks in, gets pissed off, and then at some point when they're arguing right after that, the donkey was like shitting in her flower box or stomping on her or something, and she's like, my begonia.
Okay, alright, nice.
Whew.
It's a good movie.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. I really like the trailer that's like cut as a scary movie.
Yes.
I've
For
seen that.
Mr. Doubtfire. Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hello.
Yeah.
You see the Terminator recut into a love story? It's fucking
Well, what is his love for? Like,
Robot?
the boy?
Yeah. It just shows cuts the movie thing with like it's recut to be a rom-com between.
Rom-com.
Wow. I would watch that.
What you? No.
It's still it still had like the other scenes of the movie or whatever.
Well, I mean, whatever. I mean, obviously that's
I
not the
like
movie,
all
but
cuts like that. I've always wanted to watch that horror. Mrs. Doubtfire.
That whore, Mrs. Doubtfire.
She's
a nice lady.
I feel like that'd be really good. Or like Forrest Gump as a serial killer.
Oh, you definitely catch him.
Yeah, but he just like kills everyone that he meets, kind of like almost already. Only a couple people.
Huh?
Either way.
Okay. Well, that was fun.
You trying to end it already?
Well,
Are you out of topics? I feel like I
8:04.
had another topic.
It's 8:04.
Wait a second. 8:04. So late for fucking John.
I'm just telling you it's 8:04. But fuck you, dickhole. Huh.
Yeah,
I was saving that one for Dan.
Yeah, I got a couple of things, some moves I think I make. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably.
Um.
Well, I appreciate the invite again, fellas. Thank you for having me again.
Yeah.
John, you are very ugly looking. Don't make that face again. That's terrible.
I don't.
Just keep making faces.
Who told you?
He was.
I'm gonna pray for you.
Is there a certain face you're not supposed to make? Because I could be.
Oh no, it's all of them.
Just all of them.
It's just
Yeah, you're looking at it.
it's just as persistent.
That's just my face.
No, appreciate that.
We're gonna wait for Derrick. Or you're just gonna cut it.
Yeah, I wanted to tell him that he would fuck off, but I'll just tell you to fuck off, I guess. Thanks for joining us, Ken.
Appreciate it.
Fuck off, John.
Aw.